Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's May 6th of 2026. I hope y'all are doing well today. It's still kind of chilly outside, but I'm doing all right because I'm actually dressed appropriately for it today. Um, Hope y'all are doing well. How many times can I say that in a single video? I don't know. I feel like I repeat myself a lot. It happens. Um, yeah, I I'm having some issues, not with the Bible, just with my life and what I'm doing. Things are weird. I'm just trying to find a better sense of direction. Trying to get back on track and feel like, this is real. It's not just a day-to-day habit, just to be had. Like, I want this to be a real pursuit of God and a relationship with Him. Like, the creator of the universe, right? Like, I don't know, that's crazy. And then to think of all the mistakes I make in, it's crazy because I think of all the songs that say that nothing can separate us from God, but I mean, our sin separates us from Him. So it's like if we're willfully doing something rebellious against Him, like what most of us do, because we're in a fallen world and none of us are perfect, and we all make mistakes every day. But it's like some mistakes are acceptable and then other ones are not. So God's the only judge of that. Like, but they're all, because we as humans, we like to put markers on like, oh, this sin is worse than this one. But in God's eyes, sin is sin. I don't know though, because it's hard to think about, murder and, stealing food are in the are the same. I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard one. I don't know. Opinions. We'll see. Um, what do you guys think? Because, like, if you think about other religions, I'm thinking about, forgive me if I'm wrong, correct me. I think it's Egyptian mythology, where somebody, you would get your heart weight against feathers, and like it's like I think of like all of my sins just weighing down my heart. um, I don't know. Jacob made a really good point. We do need to lean on his understanding and his ways. It's not about us, it's about him. It's about his perspective, and it's about trying to gain his perspective. But sometimes it feels like impossible to gain his perspective because obviously we can't see everything. We just have to trust him. So it's like we're kind of walking into everything blindly. I mean, not fully blind, but we're supposed to have blind faith to a degree. So that's hard. But anyway, sorry, going off on all these tangents. Just being real with you guys as usual. Um, but anyway, um, Jake also made a really good point that the heart can be deceiving. Yeah, it can be. Like, you can't go by your feelings because they're fickle. They change constantly. Um, and everybody in our society says to follow your heart, do what your heart desires, but our hearts can be deceitful above all things, because we can think that we want something and it's actually not what we want at all, or like we can think we want something and then actually get that thing, and then after we get it, it's like we don't want it anymore because it's no longer appealing. Like, it's just lost its appeal at that point, and And I don't know, you get into this, like, I have not been living right. I made a mistake, and sometimes when I make a mistake, I just kind of fall into deeper ones, and I don't really want to describe it. It's the same thing I, have struggled with for a long time. So if you could just pray with me for me on my behalf, that'd be cool. But somebody recently told me to know my audience, and I do need to know them and know, to keep certain things close to my chest. But if you could be praying for me, because, constantly it's like I tell myself that I'm going to do better and I'm going to change and I'm going to be doing the right thing. And, that's what we're supposed to be whenever we are, giving over ourselves fully to Christ. We are a new creature. But it's so easy to turn around and look at that old person who we are, who we were, who we used to be for such a long time. And, those trenches in our brains and like those, those trails in our behavior, they're really hard to break. They're really, especially when you've been doing certain things. I mean, God can change your heart for sure, but it's difficult. Anyway, I have 2 minutes to try to get through the rest of these. It's funny because like I'm rushing myself now because I feel awkward because I feel like I've shared too much of myself and I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But I don't know. I guess sometimes people just have to be uncomfortable. I feel like I make people uncomfortable around me most of the time, like most places I go. I don't know. Anyway, going to continue actually in Genesis 18. I don't even think I prayed. So maybe this will just be like a pointless rant for today. And I think I don't know. I've been having a hard time because I feel like a phony. I get up, I do this video because I told myself that, I'm going to start doing it and make it a daily thing. And, it's, becoming a habit. But if I am out here acting a fool, it's a bit hypocritical for me to be here. Thus saith the Lord, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'll get back on it, but right now I'm feeling like a big clown. So I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Tomorrow, we'll see. Pray for me. I'll pray for myself too. I'll chat with you later. Bye.